Hello teachers, learners, and parents. Sir Jeff po, at your service. Alam nyo ba na meron tayong website na tinatawag na DepEd Commons? Ang DepEd Commons ay binuo upang gawing accessible ang pagtuturo at pag-aaral dito sa ating bansa gamit lamang ang inyong mga smart devices gaya ng cellphones, tablets, at computers. Dito ay maaari nating ma-access ang iba't ibang learning materials mula sa Department of Education. Meron itong mga interactive materials, electronic self-learning modules, at instructional video lessons mula sa DepEd TV na tiyak na makatutulong sa pag-aaral ng mga mag-aaral galing ka man sa public o private school. Walang problema dahil welcome ang lahat dito. Para ito sa mga guro, magulang at mga mag-aaral mula sa kinder hanggang grade 12, alternative learning system o ALS, at pati na rin ang special education. At huwag kang mag-alala dahil kahit walang load ay maaari mong ma-access ang mga learning materials. Tama! Libre ito. Ang kailangan mo lamang gawin ay i-on ang iyong data at buksan lamang ang iyong browser at i-type ang commons.deped.gov.ph. Alam na ba ng iyong mga kasamahang guro o mag-aral ang tungkol sa DepEd Commons? I-share mo na ang video na ito upang matuto rin sila kung paano gagamitin ang DepEd Commons sa mabilis at napakadaling paraan. Muli, ito po si Sir Jeff at kita-kits po tayo sa DepEd Commons. Paalam!
Magandang araw! Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng ICT's Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del B. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Happy ETUlay Monday afternoon, senior high school students who are watching right now, who are taking up General Chemistry 2. This is again Tutor Ann who will assist you in learning the lesson for Quarter 4, Week 3. If you want to watch again our previous online tutorial sa Week 1 and our Week 2 of Quarter 4, you may revisit the Facebook page of DepEd Edtech Unit, DepEd Philippines, and DepEd Tayo, and also sa YouTube channel ng DepEd Edtech Unit, DepEd TV. Just type in General Chemistry 2, ETUlay, and then anong week ang gusto nyo panoorin, and then you will be led to the video online tutorial. So for this week, how to have a positive mindset, lagi tayo nagkakaroon ng sharing, how to have a positive mindset. This is what I will share to you. So if there are negativities around us, there is a powerful way to fight negativity, and that is to pray. So in praying, it does not change immediately our situation, but it will definitely change abruptly how we feel and how we see things. So syempre pag nagdasal na tayo, naiiba ang ating perspektibo sa ang ating mga pananaw. So medyo naiiba yung nararamdaman natin. So hindi tayo magiging padalos-dalos sa ating mga desisyon. So this advice is for adult and for yung mga young students din natin na nakikinig ngayon. So I would like to see who are the students that are on board na. So we have again Joshua Jester by nakakatuwa dahil nadadagdagan tayo tapos yung mga students na umaattend dito ay very consistent. Hindi lang na from Las Piñas ako tapos from Las Piñas din yung mga students. Maraming consistent from Tabuk and from other places na weekly nakikisama sa atin sa ating pag-aaral. So let me just read some of the. Okay, so yung mga names na nandito, sina Dayan, Gina Cell, ayan, very consistent. Sige, itag nyo lang po sila para magsimula na, pag nagsimula tayo, nandito na sila. So we have Trisha, Des, Cyrus, Jane Balangge, Sonny Sanadan, ayan, hello, hi, nag-participate din to last time. Eden, Marie Taloza, yes. Haifa, John Bryce, Cindy, Ednaline, Haifa, Jason, hello Jason, from Las Piñas National High School. Haifa, Kosain, Lawrence Timtiman, Marife Molina, Joshua Sumiog, Ednaline, Marife, Jester, Roxanne, sige, continue tagging them para maka-attend din sila. Okay, so the most essential learning competency that we're going to discuss this afternoon will be discuss the acid-base property of water. It has a code STEM GC11AB, quarter 4, week F to G, objective number 154. And also define Bronsted acids and bases, which has a code STEM GC11AB, AB acid base, quarter 4, week F to G, objective number 153. Okay, so ayan, habang nagtatag kayo, you prepare yourself. We are going to answer an activity from the word wall. So, pwede ko naman ito pasagutan sa inyo, pero let us answer it all together dito. You are going to type in your answer. So, I'll just present. So this will assess your learning about yung inyong idea about acids and bases around us, if you are familiar. And I know you are very familiar because you have encountered a lot of acids and bases in your everyday living, and also sa inyong pag-aaral sa junior high school ay na-encounter niyo na itong acids and bases. So ayan, bago tayo magsimula, sige, continue tagging them. So what you're gonna do to answer this activity is you will just type in number 1. Kung for the first question, number 1, and then your answer, and then if you want to indicate your place or your school para ma-mention, sige, you may do so para ma-mention din at ma-recognize din ang mga paaralan na nagpa-participate sa ating ETUlay online tutorial. So we have for the first question. Okay, shout out po kay Bayani Marquez from CAA National High School Maine and tutor sa ating Okay, for the first question, it is called muriatic acid in industry and is used to remove rust and paint from metals and concrete. Okay, may sagot na kagad si Alan Palais. Wala namang A. Niloloko mo ko, Alan, ha? Pipili ka ng chemical compound. Okay? So pipili ka ng chemical compound that is it is called muriatic acid in industry and is used to remove rust and paint from metals and concrete. Okay, what chemical substance is also called muriatic acid? Sige nga. Okay, I will check the comment section. Okay, Sir Yani Marquez, gusto mo bang magsagot? Joshua Vallejo, ang sabi ni Joshua Vallejo, HCl daw. Sige, let us wait. Sabi ni Lawrence, HCl, number 1. You may also indicate the name of your school for us to mention your school. Okay, watching from Bicol, Connie. Sabi ni Mayan, si Norhana, HCl, Yasmin, Ella Tapis, Norhana, Haifa, Queenie, Yani Marquez, galing talaga ni Sir Yani. Tapos si Mayan, okay, sabi ni Jester, sabi ni Roxanne, ni Jane from Tabuk City. O, di ba? Very consistent. Yes, your name is very familiar. Jane Balangge. We have Gladys, Diane Lu, Jester Bai from Tabuk City National High School. Dapat ang Tabuk City National High School, ano natin yan itag natin yan sa ating ETUlay online tutorial dahil very consistent ang kanilang mga estudyante. And of course, from Las Piñas National High School, senior high school din. So we have Clement, ni Zaibel Kayla, Junior, Sonny Sanadan Jr., HCL from Tabuk City National High School, Princess Jeril. Okay, so let us check if your answer is correct. Sabi din ni Cindy, HCL. Okay. May sounds naman sa inyo, ano? Okay, number 2. Okay, the acid in vinegar. So I'm sure we're all familiar with the acid in vinegar. Okay, what is the answer? The acid in vinegar. Number 2, the acid in vinegar. Okay, may humabol pa Marife Molina, ni Cyrus Gakayan. Okay, for number 2, the acid in vinegar. What is the chemical compound of acid in vinegar? Okay, let us wait for our students to type in their answer. Baka medyo mahaba, ano? Baka mahirap i-type. Oh, clue na yon. Okay, let us wait. Sabi ni Haifa, CH3COOH, ni Lawrence, ganun din. Ni Jester, ni Queenie, ni Ella, ni Sabina, ni John Bryce, Jester, Queenie, Yasmin Maraya from LP Maine, ni Franco Gakuya from Tabuk City National High School, ni Shania, ni Andrea, ni Eliza Kirsten, ni Connie, ni Jester, ni Gladil, ni Jane Balange, ni Nodi, okay, ni Rochelle, ni Mayan, ni Princess, ni Marife, ni Annalisa. Okay, sabi nila si H3COH, ni Ruth Lynn. Okay, let us check. Ni Alan Palais, CH3COH. Okay? Okay, your answer is correct. Sabi ni Sir Yanni Marquez, same. Okay. Puta ka, Sir Yanni. Okay. Next, number 3. It is used in soap manufacture and paper production. Same din, Sir Yanni, ba? Okay, ano kaya ang sagot natin? It is used in soap manufacture and paper production. What is the chemical substance used in soap manufacture and paper production? Sabi ni John Bryce, number 1, una sumagot siya, NaOH. Okay. Anli John Bryce. Jezabel Oyando. Ay, hindi, yung kanina yung answer niya sa number 2. Ngayon lang pumasok. Okay, so sabi sa number 3, ang sagot ni John Bryce, ni Angeline, ni Nodi, ay at saka ni Dayan, NaOH. So let us check if your answer is correct. Sabi din ni Junior, ni Rob, ni Andrea, ni Eden, ni Happy, Dinulong, very consistent, na-attend din ang ating ETUlay tutorial, ni Ferdinand, ni madami na Precious, Rochelle Ann, Gina Cel, Nelly, Ruthlyn, Alan, Rochelle, Ginacel, Chris, Jester, Yasmin, Cyrus, Ruthlyn. Okay, the answer is NaOH. So that is what we use for soap to manufacture soap. Number 4, it's very obvious. It is ammonia dissolved in water. Okay? Ammonia dissolved in water. Dalawa na lang yung pagpipilian nyo. Type in your answer for number 4. Ammonia dissolved in water. Siyempre, number 5, yung matitira, yun yung number 5. Okay, for number 4, it is ammonia dissolved in water. Sabi ni Sir Yanni Marquez, NH4OH, ang galing talaga ni Sir. Yan ang ating cum laude. Charot. We have Lara Sadagan, Haifa, Lawrence, Kiara May, Yasmin, Ella May, Dre, Andrea, Mayan, Joshua, Robert, Nodi, Jason, Nohana, Eden, Kunyap, Alisto, Princess Joy, Gladil, Eliza, Kirsten, Clement, Ulalim, Ruthlyn, Simeon, Jester Bay, Jeriel, Lapadik. Okay, ayan, consistent na attend din natin sa ETUlay. So the answer is NH4OH. Very good, you're correct. Sabi din ni Dayan at saka ni Alan Palaris and ni Junimi Gamongan. And of course, sa number 5, and ni Ednalyn and Marife. Sa number 5, of course, it's H2SO4. Sa acid found in automobile batteries. Ayan, madali po number 5. Acid found in automobile batteries is yung H2SO4. Okay, let us go back to our presentation. Okay, so our topic for today, bago ako magsimula pala, hello po sa mga tabok at mga estudyante sa Tabuk City National High School, sa Las Piñas National High School, at sa mga estudyante from other schools. Pakisabi sa mga teachers nyo, congratulations kasi mayroon siya mga estudyanteng may sariling palo sa pag-aaral and uma-attend ng mga online tutorial kahit hindi naman kayo required. You are still attending for you to equip yourselves in this time of pandemic, nag-aaral kay maigi. Okay, to start our lesson, so we have Bronsted-Lowry theory. Itong Bronsted-Lowry theory, this was proposed by two scientists, Bronsted and Lowry, yung kanilang surname. It states that the strength of an acid is measured by its tendency to donate protons, while the strength of a base is measured by its tendency to accept protons. So dito, na-measure daw yung acidity niya, strength of its acidity, it can measure the strength of its acidity base sa kanyang capability to donate protons and the other one to accept protons. Bronsted-Lowry acid-base reaction is any reaction in which a proton is transferred from an acid to base. So natatransfer yung acid na meron sa ating reactant, natatransfer niya to a base. The Bronsted-Lowry theory describes acid-base interactions in terms of proton transfer between chemical species. So inuulit-ulit ko, proton transfer. That proton transfer is H positive. So yung H positive, itinatransfer natin sa isang substance to change its property. Okay, water is amphoteric. Okay, pag sinabi nating amphoteric, it can act as both a Bronsted-Lowry acid and a Bronsted-Lowry base. Si tubig daw ay pwedeng Bronsted-Lowry acid siya, pwede rin siyang Bronsted-Lowry base. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Okay? This is an example para magkaroon kayo ng idea bakit ba si water is amphoteric. Okay, you will see that in this equation, si water, when it reacts with ammonia, it forms ammonium ion and hydroxide ion. Okay, listen carefully, students. Again, when water reacts with ammonia, it forms ammonium ion and hydroxide ion. In this case, makikita nyo si H2O, this one, H2O becomes OH. Nabawasan siya ng isang hydrogen. Ibig sabihin, this water donates a proton. Okay, nag-donate siya ng proton. In this equation, si water ay nag-donate, so considered siya na Bronsted-Lowry acid. Okay? In this example naman, water as Bronsted-Lowry base, you will see that from H2O, naging H3O siya. H3O positive, naging hydronium ion siya. So from H2O, naging H3O positive, naging hydronium ion, it accepted. So nagkaroon siya, it has the ability to accept. This H2O has the ability to accept proton, kaya naging H3O positive siya or hydronium ion. So that leads us, yung water na yan is a Bronsted-Lowry base. So para mas maintindihan natin, paano ba yung nagdo-donate, paano ba yung nag-accept, sino yung nagdo-donate and sino yung nag-accept, which substance donates and which substance accepts proton. That leads us to our definition of Bronsted-Lowry acid. Okay, a Bronsted-Lowry acid is any species that is capable of donating a proton or yung tinatawag na H positive. Kapag nag-donate ng proton, that is Bronsted-Lowry acid. And then, a Bronsted-Lowry base is any species that is capable of accepting. Sa reactant pa lang, makikita nyo, this one ay pwede siyang mag-donate. Kapag nag-donate siya, makikita nyo sa product side, nag-donate ba siya or hindi. Kapag nakita nyo na nag-donate, that one is the Bronsted-Lowry acid, nag-donate. And then if the species on the reactant side is capable of accepting a proton, which requires a lone pair, makikita nyo pa na may lone pair pa siya, that makes that substance able to accept a proton. For example, consider the reaction of ammonia gas with hydrogen chloride gas to form solid ammonium chloride. So this is the equation. We have the ammonia gas with hydrogen chloride gas to form solid ammonium chloride. So you will see that in HCl, si NH3 meron siyang lone pair. Siba nakalagay dito? Which requires a lone pair of electrons to bond to the H. Dahil meron siyang lone pair, this is capable of accepting proton. So si HCl naman, this is capable of donating proton. Ang proton natin ay H positive. Si HCl ay capable of donating proton H, and then this NH3 is capable of accepting proton, lalo na't meron siyang lone pair. So, alam natin na si HCl, yan ang magdodonate. Therefore, that is our Bronsted-Lowry acid. Kasi siya ang magdodonate. And then this one, this is capable of accepting a proton which requires a lone pair. Ito po may lone pair siya. Okay, so this is our Bronsted-Lowry base. Okay, manipis yung, hindi ko pa na-change yung aking pen. So that is the definition of Bronsted-Lowry acid and Bronsted-Lowry base. So you may screenshot this, you may write pwede kayo mag-mnemonics, palatandaan ko dyan para hindi ako nalilito. Kasi yung mga ganitong topic nakakalito, so lalagyan nyo ng mnemonics. BAD, o yan, bad. BAD. Ang Bronsted-Lowry acid ay nagdodonate ng proton. Ang Bronsted-Lowry base, BBA. Baba. Okay? BBA. Baba. Bronsted-Lowry base, nag-a-accept. Base nag-a-accept. Acid nagdodonate. Okay? So, bad, and then baba. So, that is just a strategy para matandaan natin kung acid ba siya or Bronsted-Lowry acid ba siya or Bronsted-Lowry base. Okay. The conjugate base of a Bronsted-Lowry acid, ito naman conjugate. Pag sinabi natin conjugate, this is related to the first one. Okay. So sa mag-asawa, di ba? Sa conjugal. So the conjugate base of a Bronsted-Lowry acid. So yung conjugate base ng Bronsted-Lowry acid is the species formed after an acid donates a proton. Okay, again, conjugate base of a Bronsted-Lowry acid is the species formed after an acid donates a proton. While the conjugate acid of a Bronsted-Lowry base is the species formed after a base accepts a proton. So yung after ni Bronsted-Lowry acid mag-donate, yun ang kanyang magiging, yung species after niya mag-donate, yun ang kanyang conjugate base. And then yung conjugate acid, after niya mag-accept ng proton. Okay, magbigay tayong example para, kasi pag definition lang, medyo nakakalito. So we'll give example. But the two species in a conjugate acid-base pair have the same molecular formula except the acid has an extra H positive compared to the conjugate base. Example, so we have nitric acid, aqueous nitric acid. Okay, students, listen. Okay, mamaya kayo pa magsasagot ng equation natin. Nitric acid reacts with water to form hydronium ion and nitrate in aqueous solution. Okay, so nitric acid reacts with water to form hydronium ion and nitrate. So, let us identify ang ating Bronsted-Lowry acid. Sabi natin, pag Bronsted-Lowry acid, nagdodonate ng proton. Alin kaya sa dalawang reactant na ito ang magdodonate? If you're going to look at the two reactants, pareha silang may hydrogen. So, pwedeng pareha. Tapos si water pa ang photeric. Si water pwedeng mag-accept ng proton, pwede rin siya mag-donate. Pero malalaman natin yung Bronsted-Lowry acid based on the product. So makikita natin si HNO3 at saka ay naging NO3. So definitely, more likely, nag-donate siya ng proton. Dahil nag-donate siya ng proton, this is, This is an acid that donates proton. What is the acid that donates proton? So that is our HNO3, sabi ni Eliza Kirsten. So our Bronsted-Lowry acid will be the HNO3 kasi nag-donate siya ng proton. From HNO3, naging NO3 siya. Sabi natin, ang definition ng Bronsted-Lowry acid is the substance that is capable of donating. This substance, HNO3, is capable of donating. And then, ang kanyang conjugate base ay ang NO3. Bakit NO3? Ang ibig sabihin ng ating NO3 ay, this is the substance formed after it has donated the proton. So, na-donate na ni HNO3 kay water, kaya naging NO3 na lang siya. Kaya siya ang ating conjugate base. Okay. And then, ang definition naman natin ng Bronsted-Lowry base is substance that is capable of accepting. Amphoteric nga si water. Pwede siyang mag-accept, pwede siyang mag-donate. So, our Bronsted-Lowry base ay, sige try nga. Mabilis si Jester kaya sumagot kaya si Jester. Ang ating Bronsted-Lowry base ay may recitation. Sige, sagot kaya si Jester. Okay, ulitin ko lang. Ang definition ng Bronsted-Lowry base ay substance that is capable of accepting. So, it is obvious that the substance that is capable of accepting is water. Okay. Water yung ating Bronsted-Lowry base. Yes, tama si Ella. Yung kay Norhana, yun yung ating conjugate acid. Okay? Kasi, ang ibig sabihin ng conjugate acid is substance formed after it accepted the proton. So, ang ating Bronsted-Lowry base, ayan, ang dami na nag-react. Sabi ni Jefferson, Queenie, Haifa, Jane, Ella, H2O is our Bronsted-Lowry base. Ganun din si Jane, and si Sasha, si John Ray. And ang ating conjugate acid is H3O or ammonium ion. So, take a look at that. Sana nagsusulat din kayo para hindi tayo nalilito dahil magbibigay pa ako, I guess, para may 5 pa ako na examples na equation. Okay, for a number 2 equation, NH3 plus H2O will have a reversible reaction with NH4 and OH or hydroxide. What is our Bronsted-Lowry acid? Sige, hindi mo na ako magsasagot. What is our Bronsted-Lowry acid? Alin dyan ang magbibigay ng proton? So, marami nagsabi, si H2O. Sabi ni Ruth Lee, ni Daniel, ni Franco, ni Sheena, ni Cyrus, ni Nelly, Jester, okay, ni Ferdinand, sabi nila, ni Roxanne, ni Rob, Nodi, Angela, Gian, Sonny, sabi niyo ay water. Let's see. Our Bronsted-Lowry acid, yes, is water. Kasi kung titingnan nyo, sa reactant side, si water, naging OH. So, ibig sabihin, nag-donate siya ng proton. So, the substance that is capable of donating is the Bronsted-Lowry acid. And definitely, our conjugate base ay, ano ang ating conjugate base? Okay, our conjugate base ay, section. Pati sa chat box, nagkukwentuhan kayo, Char. Okay. We have, yes, sabi ni Eliza, ni Ella, ni Norhana, ni Rose, OH daw ang conjugate base. So, sabi din ni Raven at ni Haifa. Therefore, the other reactant will be our Bronsted-Lowry base. This is the one that is capable of accepting proton galing kay water. And the conjugate acid of this is the NH4. From NH3, naging NH4 na siya. Nag-accept na siya ng proton galing kay water. Naintindihan niyo naman po yung sa equation. More likely, kasi tama po ang inyong mga sagot. Sabi ni Floyd, Delma, Atok Cabanyag from Tabuk City National High School. So ayun. So that is for equation number 2. Let us now proceed with equation number 3. What is ang tatanungin ko na lang lagi yung bronze and lauric acid kasi syempre the other one will be the base. Okay, in this example, HCl reacts with H2O liquid to form H3O positive and Cl negative. What is the Bronsted lauric acid? Okay, Bronsted lauric acid is the substance that is capable of donating proton. Alin kaya dyan ang magdo-donate? Okay, CHCl ba or CH2O? Sabi ni Ella May Tapis from Las Piñas National High School, HCl. Sabi din ni Eliza Kirsten ay HCl from Las Piñas National High School. Ni Yasmin Maraya also from Las Piñas National High School. Princess from Tabuk City National High School. Franco, Angelo, Jane, and Roberto, sabi niyo HCl. Let's check. Okay, si HCl ang ating Bronsted lauric acid. Definitely, ang kanyang conjugate base ay yung Cl, yung nabawasan na ng proton. And the Bronsted lauric base will be the water. So, lagyan na natin yan. Bronsted lauric base will be the water. And our conjugate acid of that is H3O. Tandaan, ang conjugate acid is the substance formed after it accepted proton. Okay, mamememorize nyo rin yan. Pag nagsagot na kayo ng maraming ganyan sa worksheets, matatandaan nyo na yung Bronsted lauric acid, yung Bronsted lauric base definition, and again, tandaan nyo lang, yung sa Bronsted lauric sa reactant side, yun yung capable of donating and capable of accepting. Sa conjugate naman, yun yung substance formed. Ibig sabihin na sa product side siya. Yung acid substance formed after it accepted proton, si conjugate base naman, the substance formed after it donated proton. So, ayan. Let's have, so check ko lang yung mga nasa comment. Pang-apat yata to. Okay, we have HF. What is our Bronsted lauric acid in this equation? Okay, tingnan nyo nga ang ating equation. What is our Bronsted lauric acid? The one that is capable of donating proton. Sabi ni Norhana, mabilis siya. Norhana La Chica, HF. Sabi din ni John Bryce, HF. Okay, so hintay pa tayo ni Queenie. Feeling ko sila ay mga taga Tabuk City National High School. Mga magkakaklase din. We have Shania, Divine, Aika, Nodi, Lara, Charlemagne, Ruthlin, Robert Padsing. Dati si Robert sa YouTube yan nanonood eh. So si Frances, si Gian, si Maria Ami Tumaman, Trisha, Ednaline, Marife, Shaira, Rob, Eddie, Tangonan, very familiar name, Queenie, Philip Lodana, hello Philip, Jezabel, Irene, Jefferson, John Ray Matamu, o familiar name din. So the answer is HF. Our Bronsted lauric acid is HF. Okay, so tama ang sagot nyo. So syempre, ang kanyang conjugate base ay ang natanggalan ng H. So that is the F. And then, ang kanyang Bronsted lauric base, yung capable of accepting proton, paulit-ulit si teacher, capable of accepting proton is H2O, and yung conjugate acid niya ay yung H3O, or the hydronium ion. So the substance that is formed after it accepted the proton. Sabi din ni Eliza, ni John Bryce, conjugate acid. Okay, so thank you, John Bryce from Tabuk City. Okay, next, HCN plus H2PO4 has a reversible reaction with Cn negative and H3PO4. What is its Bronsted lauric acid? Sabi ni Jane Balangge, ay yung kanina pa yung HF. Na late siguro yung dating sa comment. Sabi ni Eliza Kirsten, si HCN ang Bronsted lauric acid. Ganon din si John Bryce, si Queenie, HCB. May HCB ba dyan? Okay. We have, sabi ni Maria Ami, ni Princess, ni Kiara, Ang bilis na pumasok ni Princess, ni Ruthie, Nodi, Aika, Rivin, Jefferson, Kiara May, Annalisa, Payawal, Kunyap, Ferdinand, Jelay, Shania, Shaira, Nodi, ayan, Franco, Jeril, Shirley, no, familiar name, Diane Lu, Nodi, Shaira, ayan, mention ka na. Eddie Tangonan, Ferdinand, Ruthlyn, Eddie, Jester, Diane, Trisha, Irene, Clyde, Irene, Shaira, ayan. So, ang sagot nyo ay HCN, ang ating Bronsted Lowry acid, which is correct. And our conjugate base of that is yung nabawasan ng H, which is the CN lang. So, that's the conjugate base. And the Bronsted Lowry base is the H2PO4 at ang kanyang conjugate acid, yung nadagdagan, the one that accepted the proton. So, conjugate acid. Okay, so malapit na mag-6. Ang bilis lang talaga ng oras. Next, we have HS negative plus OH to form S negative 2 plus H2O. So, what is our Bronsted Lowry acid? Let's see. Last na yata to bago ako magpa-quiz. Okay. Bronsted Lowry acid ng HS negative reacts with OH negative with a reversible reaction with S negative 2 and water. Sabi ni Lawrence Timtiman, HS negative. Ni Robert, ni Hatcherlin, sabi ni Jester by OH? Question mark. Ni Floyd Elma, ni Yasmin, ni Philip, ni Sally, ni Sunshine, ni Ja, ayan. Nodi, Annalisa, ang Angelo, Sheena, Diane Lu, Divine, Sistine Valenzuela, hello, Gladys, Eddie, Lara Sadagan, ayan, ni Princess, Joy, ni Irene, Joy, ni Charlie Main, ni Lara, and si Rose, Tabok City rin ba yun? Ni Ira, ni Edna Lynn. So the answer is, the Bronsted Lowry is, of course, the HS. You're correct. Okay. Next is, sabi ni Irene, ni Antoinette, ni Maria Ami, ni Jeril, ni Junimi. Okay. Ni Roxanne. And this is our conjugate base, yung natanggalan ng H. Nag-accept, substance formed after it donated. And then the Bronsted Lowry base is OH. And then that is the substance that is capable of accepting. And this is the conjugate acid na accept na niya. So water na siya. Okay. Since it's already 5:55, we have 5 minutes left, I will be asking you to answer again this word wall. This time, key terms lang. Narinig niyo ko kanina na paulit-ulit ako sa definition kasi nakakalito naman talaga yung, pag ganyan, kailangan may mnemonics ka talaga. So, yung BAD, Bronsted Lowry acid, nagdo-donate. Si Bronsted Lowry base ay nag-a-accept. So, tapos yung conjugate acid and conjugate base. So, here are the key terms that you have to remember. So, I put it in a quiz para makapagsagot kayo. Okay. Let us see. Ready your keyboard. Okay, for our quiz. Okay, question number 1. What is the substance that is capable of accepting proton? Again, substance, may sagot ka. Ayan, si Rob, si Blagan, sabi niya, A. Yan ba ay sagot mo talaga na final answer? Sabi ni Jinier Casiano, A, substance that accepts proton. Sabi ni Shaira, A, Sabina, A, Ian, Cyrus, okay. Ni Queenie, sabi ni Queenie, ni Ella, nag-iba sila. Sagot nila B. Sabi ni Rose, B din. So, yan, may nagsasagot ng A, may nagsasagot ng B. So, sino kaya ang pakikinggan ko? Sabi ni Lawrence Simtiman, B. Ni Jester, B. Diane, A. Okay, ni Junie, A. Irene, A. Sabi ni Raven, B. Ibig sabihin, naglalaro lang sagot sa A and B. Sabi ni Raven, ni Jester. Okay, so lock in your answer. Charot. So, what is the substance that is capable of accepting? Kami mention ko lang kanina. Okay? Yan yung baba na mnemonics ko kanina. So, ang susundin ko ay, ayan, may mga, sa bandang dulo, marami nang B. So, the answer is B. Okay, so sa mga sabi ni Roxanne, ni Jezabel, ni John Ray, ni Nodi, ni Dayan. So, yung iba, nag-change answer na, ni Lara, si Karen, si Franco. Okay, for question number 2, sige, gamitin natin ng 50-50. Wala, para lang magamit natin. What is the substance formed after an acid donates proton? 50-50, alisin ang dalawang mali. Char. Okay, what is the substance formed after an acid donates proton? Is it B or D? Sabi ni Rose, A, wala pong A, natanggal na. So sa number 2, wala pong A, natanggal na. Sabi ni John Bryce, D. O, D pala. So tingnan natin kung D. Sabi ni Angelo, D. Ni John Bryce, D. Ni Myra, sabi ni Myra, A, wala na po yung A, natanggal na sa 50-50. Sabi ni Robert Padsing, haha, hindi pala yun. Si Eliza pala yun. Anong tawag mo? Sabi ni Franco, D. Ni John Ray, D. Robert, ni Shaira. So, ang dami na nag-answer ng D. Let us check. Ni Honey, ni Roxanne, ni Aika, ni Jester, Trisha, Dayan, Gina Cel. Okay. Let's see. Okay, your answer, letter D, is correct. Okay. Question number 3. What is the substance that is capable of donating a proton? Okay. Kung sure na kayo dito sa sagot nyo, sige, gusto kong i-times 2. Okay. Pag nag-times 2, yung pag tumama kayo, times 2 ang score. What is the substance that is capable of donating a proton? Sabi 3A, sabi ni Shirley, ni Cyrus, ni Ella, ni Antoinette, ni Sonny, Lawrence, Robert, Ruthlyn, Nodi, Franco, John Bryce, Gian, mukhang sure naman kayo, ni Raven, ni Roxanne, kaya tinimes to ko na. So, ni Sistine, ni Roxanne, ni Konyap, ni Shaira, Rob, Kiramay, Gina Cel, okay, the answer, sabi ni Jester, ni Jeril, ni Ja, ni Honey, ni Jinier. Okay, the answer is A, C. Okay, so that is correct. For number 4, your score, 300 na. Baka pwedeng i-load natin to. O i-Gcash. For bonus round, anong piliin natin? Wag lang to. Ito na lang. Ay, nakalimutan ko na. Okay, piliin na lang natin ito. Ayan, plus 200. Okay, for question number 4. 600 na tayo. Paghahati-hatian na natin yan. What is the substance formed after a base accepts a proton? Okay, ito yung nasa product side na siya. Substance formed after a base accepts a proton. Is it, I'm sure hindi na yan sa Bronsted kasi nasa product side niya, di ba? So is it C or D? Okay? So sabi ni Rose, ni Jezabel, ni Rose C, ni Eliza C, Jester C, Shaira C, okay, Charlie Main. So halos lahat pa nagsasagot ngayon ay lahat C ang sagot. Ni Sistine, ni Ira, ni Shirley, Raven, Franco, Divine, Marife, Sonny, Jeril, Ira, Happy, Sabina, Sha, Jester, Junimay, Jade, Junimi, Frances, Ian, Dayanlu, Riza, Lara, ayan pa ulit-ulit yung sanin na nagme-message sila. Irene, Dayan, Lara, Gladys, Jelay, Queenie, Junimi, Riza. Ayan. So the answer is letter C. Sabi ni Trisha and ni John Ray, ni Sunshine. Letter C. Okay. And for the last question, so meron tayong 700 pesos. Question number 5. What do you call to a substance that can act as Bronsted-Lowry acid and Bronsted-Lowry base? So yung substance na pwedeng mag-accept at pwedeng mag-donate, ang example nito ay tubig. Okay? Anong tawag doon? A, amphoteric, B, empirical, C, amplifier, D, amplitude. Sabi ni Gia, ni Queenie, ni Jeril, ni Alan, ni Rob, ni Sabina, Ella, Jeril, Nodi, Robert, Rob, Alan, Rob, Nodi, Lara, Divine, Jelay, Charlemagne, John Ray, Nodi, Charlemagne, Junior, Irene, Riza, Junior, John Ray, Clyde D, Kadatal, Hana, Junimi, Jester, walang Q, Franco, A, Junimi, Jester, ayan, Junimi, Ruthlin. So the answer is letter A. Correct. Amphoteric. So we have Franco and Freudelina and Sheena. Okay. So meron tayong 800. Sana pwedeng gawing load. So that is our lesson for week 3, quarter 4. So balik ko lang sa aking illustration. So I hope may natutunan po kayo this afternoon, pero bago ko po i-close tong ating online video tutorial, I would just like to greet my mother. Happy birthday in heaven, Nanay Jean Perelio Mancilia. So sinoutout ko lang, nationwide ito, so take advantage lang tayo. So hello John Bryce, send Gcash Robert Siblagan, kung pwede nga yung 800 paghati-hatian natin mga nagsagot. So, ayan, thank you sa inyong pag-attend sa ating ETUlay online tutorial. See you again next week for our week 4 of quarter 4 in General Chemistry 2. Malapit na at magbabakasyon na, and then mag-grade 12 na kayo. So, I know you're very excited na matapos ang ating unang taon ng distance learning, and I'm sure marami tayong natutunan sa kabila ng pandemya. So, bago ko i-close, hello kay Divine, kay Ian, kay Cindy, kay Irene. Thank you din sa inyong pag-attend. Trisha, Yasmin, Christy, Irene, and Lara Sadagan, Myra, Frances. Pa-shoutout po ma'am kay Prince Habok. Nakikinig po kahit di online. So ayan, nakikinig kahit hindi online. So Myra, kay Franco, kay Dayan, kay Nodi. So kahit malayo tayo, kahit nasa ibang lugar kayo, para tayong magkakakilala na din. Kasi weekly kayo, from quarter 3 pa lang nandito na kayo matin. So I'm very, very happy. So again, magkita-kita tayo muli next week for our week 4, quarter 4, every Monday po tayo mag-online tutorial, 5:20 to 6 o'clock. God bless us all. To God be the glory.
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan bukas mula alauna ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa English. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd tayo at DepEd Philippines social media account. Paalam!